Welcome to an often unspoken and profound chapter in the history of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today we revisit November 2nd, 1999, a day that witnessed an unfathomable tragedy, forever altering the spirit of this vibrant community. Our story unfolds at the Xerox building on Nimitz Highway. It was here that Byron Uyasugi, a 40-year-old Xerox service technician, would enact a plan that shook the foundations of a community. Uyasugi was a man marked by quiet introversion, a passion for breeding rare goldfish and koi. Yet beneath this calm exterior was a person grappling with deep-rooted issues. His tenure at Xerox was marked by increasing isolation and conflict. He perceived himself as marginalized, fueling an undercurrent of resentment towards his colleagues. In 1993, Uyasugi exhibited a significant sign of distress when he violently kicked in and damaged an elevator door, an act that landed him 5 days in the psychiatric ward at Castle Hospital. This incident was a notable escalation in his behavior and led to him being ordered to undergo psychiatric evaluation and anger management courses. The evaluation revealed that he suffered from a delusional disorder and paranoia, although he was not thought to be a danger to others at the time. This event marked an early indication of his growing frustration and mental health issues. The undertone of tension at Xerox began to surface soon after his transfer to a new work group. Accusations of harassment and product tampering against his colleagues emerged, his isolation deepening. Coworkers reported that Uyasugi, once an inconspicuous presence, began showing signs of intense anger, even making threats against their lives. The situation escalated when Xerox initiated plans to phase out the copier model that he had been servicing. His resistance to training on the new machine stemmed from a deep-rooted fear of failing to meet its technical demands. Management informed Uyasugi on November 1st, 1999, that he will begin training on the new machine the next day. Management's insistence on his training was, in Uyasugi's eyes, a prelude to his termination. November 2nd, 1999, dawned like any other day at the Xerox building. But beneath the normalcy, a storm was brewing in Uyasugi's mind. Armed with a 9mm handgun, he arrived at the office, determined to enact a devastating plan born from his accumulated resentments and fears. The conference room, followed by the computer room where his colleagues gathered, became the epicenter of the tragedy. One by one, Uyasugi's co-workers, his supervisor and 6 others, fell victim to his unleashed fury. Another co-worker narrowly escaped death, fleeing as shots rang out. Uyasugi fled the scene in a company van, causing chaos in the surrounding area. As the reality of the tragedy unfolded, the island was plunged into a state of shock. News of the shooting spread rapidly, with residents and authorities struggling to comprehend the violence. The citywide manhunt for Uyasugi was a frantic race against time. It was a jogger's observation near the nature center in Makiki Heights that led police to Uyasugi's location. In the tense standoff at Makiki Heights, Officer Cheryl Sunia led the negotiation with Uyasugi. Her approach combined empathy and strategic communication, aiming to connect with him and prevent further violence. Initially, Uyasugi was resistant, displaying a detached demeanor, but Sunia's persistence began to break through his defenses. A pivotal moment in the negotiation occurred when she offered him a soda, a gesture that humanized the interaction. This simple act revealed a glimpse of Uyasugi's humanity, marking a turning point in the negotiation. After nearly 5 hours, the standoff ended with Uyasugi's peaceful surrender. a testament to the power of patient dialogue in crisis situations. This resolution highlighted the crucial role of skilled negotiation and empathy in resolving critical incidents. The trial of Byron Uyasugi was a meticulous dissection of his actions and mental state. The prosecution and defense presented detailed arguments and evidence focusing on Uyasugi's mental condition and whether he could appreciate the wrongfulness of his conduct. Uyasugi was convicted of murder in the first degree for the shooting deaths of 7 individuals and attempted murder in the second degree. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The aftermath of the shooting left deep scars on the families of the victims and the Honolulu community. Interviews with family members reveal a tapestry of grief, resilience, and the struggle to find closure. In the 2 decades since the tragedy, Honolulu has undergone significant changes. Enhanced emergency response protocols, improved mental health awareness, and community healing initiatives reflect a city transformed by tragedy. Each name represents not just an individual, but individual timelines of memories, dreams, and cherished moments. They were colleagues, friends, and most importantly, beloved family members whose absence has left an irreplaceable void in the hearts of those they left behind. As we remember their lives, we are reminded of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment with our loved ones. Their spirits continue to live on in the memories we hold dear.